Britney Spears recently called out Diane Sawyer in what has now become a deleted post. You see, around 18 years or so ago, Britney sat down with Diane Sawyer for an interview on ABC, although she claimed in this Instagram post that she never willingly wanted to give this interview. It was right around the time when she and Justin Timberlake had broken up, and so she was in a very vulnerable state at the time. However, her father and her management insisted on the interview and just decided to bring Diane into Britney's apartment. Now, I'm going to read through Britney's lengthy caption, but it's just to give you more context of how she arrived at speaking about the Diane Sawyer interview. In the since deleted post, Britney writes, "I've been sneaking over to the mall to shop. I usually do everything online, but I like seeing the Christmas trees up and kids waiting in line to take pictures with Santa. Embarrassing parents come out of the line with their babies wanting a pic with me, so I walk really fast past that line. I do love shopping though, who doesn't? Do we dare forget the Diane Sawyer interview in my apartment almost 20 years ago? What was with the 'you're in the wrong' approach? Geez, and making me cry? Seriously though, I lived in my apartment for a year and never spoke to anyone. My manager put that woman in my home and made me talk to her on national television, and she asked me if I had a shopping problem. When did I have a problem with shopping? When I never left my apartment. Something I never shared when I had that big breakup years ago was that I couldn't talk afterwards. I never spoke to anyone for a very long time. I was in shock. Pretty lame of my dad and 3 men to show up at my door when I could hardly speak. 2 days later, they put Diane Sawyer in my living room. They forced me to talk. I was a baby. I was almost 22 and didn't understand, but I know now. She said a woman or a girl. I would like to say now, ma'am, I'm a Catholic, and that's a word that we can't say on YouTube. She continues by saying, you want to join me at a mass and I can serve your husband my certificate on shopping for anonymous players? I should spend $1,000 if I want every day of my life, and she can kiss my white... Oop. Anyway, I'm able to have cash now, so I went to an ATM and was so proud of my $300, and no, I'm not embarrassed to share this. Well, maybe a little, but I'm more embarrassed for my family for condoning the fact that I wasn't allowed to have cash for so long when I worked my little butt off for them. I'm embarrassed for the state of California for permitting my father to have me work as hard as he worked me all those years and never seeing a dime. I'm embarrassed for all of them, and I'm sad for them because I know my value and worth now, and they lost me. Anyway, I bought chocolate, Christmas socks, and a bottle of white wine with my cash." And it seems like Britney still has a lot of emotional triggers in her life, and this latest Instagram post is a good example of that. Her simply going to the mall and going shopping triggered this horrible memory of Diane Sawyer making her cry in her own home. Now, it's good that she has this outlet and freedom to express herself, whereas before she would have just been told to stay quiet, but you can tell that there are still a lot of unresolved issues here. As to why she deleted this post, we still do not know, but it's good to see that she's out living her life after being released from her conservatorship. In response to this Instagram post though, Jamie Spears' lawyer Alex Weingarten denied Jamie's involvement with this Diane Sawyer interview and went on to say, "Mr. Spears has no idea what Miss Spears is talking about. Jamie never set up any interview with Diane Sawyer and was not present for any such interview. He had nothing to do with Britney's career at this point and was completely uninvolved in this interview. Jamie loves Britney very much, wishes Britney nothing but the best, and hopes that she continues to seek the help that she needs to stay safe and healthy." And it doesn't really matter if he refuses to admit that he was responsible for this interview. People have already made up their minds about Jamie Spears. But I'd love to hear your thoughts on this, because that's all the time that we have for today. So stay classy, and I'll see you on the next one.